Let's see. Is this thing gonna crash on me? No. Just check till 10? Okay, yeah. Hello everyone. This part of the story, it seems to be going a little long in the tooth, but I still got a lot of stuff in it, so, you know. Not sure what's next after this. I didn't check. Let's see. Okay. Let's just get started then. I started put down 3 of the enemy. And they started 3 so at least 50 men on the streets ahead. At the enemy on the streets ahead. Using various parked, wrecked, and abandoned vehicles as cover. Friendly forces were on him. And Mike finally spied his subordinate, Luke Gunther, who was like some engine of war, pushing on the enemy, always shooting, tossing grenades, doing whatever he could to make life miserable for them. Mike squeezed off 3 shots with his M14, bagging one of the enemy down below. Suddenly, the enemy started retreating in mass, and it wasn't because of Mike's shootings. It was thanks to the 6 Zeton medium tanks that rolled up. Were we expecting 6? Mike forgot they were expecting 6, but he was pretty sure they said less than 6. More like 3. A trio of tanks. Under these circumstances, would have been enough. The tanks fired both their main guns and their Hull MGs. With the main guns blowing up vehicles. And the men in proximity to them. The Hull MGs blazed, chopping through most that was in their path. Guardsmen and Mike's men dove for cover to avoid all that getting caught up in the chaos. Mike squeezed off shots, getting a few of the more runners. Tank's gonna steal all the glory. Mike muttered, like in the last war. Having a Hearts of Iron game playing, you gotta capitulate all the majors. Apparently, even though Britain's surrendered, the British Raj is a major. Is India a major country even today? I suppose so. Is that racist to suggest that they're not? Probably. But political correctness and all, I don't know. Just rambling here. Let's see. Like in the last war. Let's see. Yep. Somebody down the way. Near Mike agreed. Mike didn't look over. Grab the guy. He took up his rifle and kept shooting. Captain D was down the street, down among the men, firing at an alley. 2 guys with him got killed and they died. They were shot through the skull. Another guy in the street, he got shot across across the abdomen, and D had to go out and drag him to cover. It was unclear the guy was going to make it. D exchanged shots with a few crazy looking Jade, crazy-eyed gunmen who were charging the enemy instead of retreating. D was in good cover, and the gunmen were in the open. It didn't last long. D reloaded and joined a squad of infantry pushing up into some sub shop. It was loaded with wounded gunmen. A good 20 people were alive and squirming up the floor like oversized insects. There were plenty of people who were not squirming. At least half the people, bodies on the floor, were corpses. No, there were guns scattered about the ground, about the room, mostly near the corpses. Most of the dead, the wounded, including a few who were well enough to stand, had disarmed themselves and promptly surrendered. One of them, one wounded man, armed in a sling, in a red stained sling, spoke for the group, addressing D and his comrades in English, in fluent English. He wondered if perhaps this guy was a translator when he was in the Jade Army. We surrender. The Jade English speaker noted, we have fought hard and honorably as soldiers of the Jade Empire. There is no reason to fight to extinction. The Jade Empire, the ranking Zetan jeered, an empire that ceased to exist nearly a decade ago. D found it funny how the Zetan made it sound like it was ancient history. 10 years was nothing in historical terms. Like a fart. Like the year. Just a fart in a windstorm. Fart in a windstorm. What elegant writing. You might as well say you're a soldier of the Ottoman Empire, or maybe the Holy Roman Empire. The Zetan soldier, the Zetan jeered, joked. Further. The English speaker looked a little unhappy at that, but his expression was still mostly neutral. He knew that he had to be diplomatic. If he was belligerent, these Zetan boys would cut him and his comrades down like they were bugs. Like they were bugs, like they were mosquitoes. They were mosquitoes in the path of a human hand. His belligerent Zomboid will cut him and his comrades down like they were mosquitoes in the path of a human hand. Regardless, we surrender, the English speaker said. And I request that you and your men treat us with mercy and tend to our wounds. Would you folks do the same? Same for us if we were hurt? Laying here hurt? Is that an ask? Yes. The English speaker replied. He sounded sincere, but D was pretty sure these terrorists lacked capacity to treat their own injured, let alone some Zedin boys who ended up in their care. There were no wounded Zedins, military or civilian, in the store. The Jade had used everything they could in the shop to treat injuries. There were guys with white aprons swaddled around their arms, wounded arms. There were guys with limbs wrapped in subway and submarine wrappers and paper wrappers. If the place had curtains, if the windows had curtains, people would have probably been wrapped up in them too. These boys definitely need some help. He said, and it might not have been his place to speak up, but he did. Anyway, the ranking Zedin looked to D. You shut your mouth. Now, Jade boy, is that in order? You're on thin ice with us. You'd be glad we don't. D didn't give the man a chance to continue. He slapped him across the face like he was a child throwing a tantrum. D had no tolerance for this kind of behavior. He had been fighting through the streets of Libertyburg for hours now, and he wasn't going to take any lip. He wondered what would have happened if he had punched the guy instead. A slap seemed to be sufficient. The man reacted with bewilderment, stumbling back. Everyone looked stunned. He and everyone else in the room looked stunned, minus the worst, many of the injured, whose minds were elsewhere. He supposed Zedin could have gone nuts. Cut him down with his M16. The guy didn't have stomach for that. He seemed to become submissive. I said to D. What do we do now? Is that an ask D? Take these men prisoners. And take care of the wounded. D replied, stating the obvious. I'm going outside to fight more terrorists. I hear anything happen to these people. Anything illegal happen to these soldiers. You'll hear from me. Me again. Zenin, like he was become entranced. That's how you spell entranced, huh? Nobody didn't accidentally write entrenched there. Entranced, nodded. Then he didn't know a slip. That much power. Understood? Yes. We understand, sir. Zenin's replied. Without another word, D left. His only regret in that situation was calling those men, those prisoners, soldiers. They were not soldiers. They were terrorists. Any idiot would know the difference. He wondered how many of those men, of those wounded men, actually served in the last war. Most of them are still masked, even injured, as though covering, concealing their identities. These still mattered. D. Imagine many of them were too young to fight back then. And grew up hearing wild stories of the fighting, of how the Jade Empire almost ruled the entire world, known world. And now they probably regretted. And now D was pretty sure they all regretted coming here to die in Libertyburg. The tanks outside, the 6 tanks outside had produced a bloodbath. All their own, with many people blown up, covered at vehicles, and mowed down by MG fire. Some men many of the Jades in the street had been overrun and surrendered, putting their hands up. They were sent running to the rear of fighting, like captured soldiers in old black and white newsreels. The Dak. What's his last name again? Dak Han. Akon was one of the men standing his ground. He put his AK to use, spraying down 7 or 8 men. A few of the National Guardsmen who moved up to his position. He tossed smoke grenades to cover retreat of his men. many of whom is going to get out of there. Out of there. Even if his plans were successful. My throat's dry. Alright, Auf Wiedersehen. Sayonara. See you later.